If you're somebody who wants to remain energetic throughout the day, if you're somebody who doesn't want to get trapped with those energy drainers, then this video is going to be massively helpful for you. Hey there everybody, this is Neha Bhatia. Welcome to my channel, and hey, don't forget to hit that subscribe, hit the bell button so that we are regularly connected, okay? Now, what is energy? You know, a lot of times people come to me and they ask, Neha, you know what, my energy is drained and I'm not able to focus on my work. And a lot of my private clients sometimes come to me, especially the ones who've taken up long-term membership. They're not able to give their 100%. Why? Because they have family, they have a lot of the home tasks, the family work that they need to do, their responsibilities. So how do we deal with that? Today I want to share with you just three ways that you need to understand, and automatically you'll start to gain energy. You don't have to do anything. Maybe in some of the parts you may have to do a few things. The first and the foremost thing, my dear friends, is that we lose a lot of our energy by talking. Now, there are two kinds of talking that happens, okay? Number one is that we're consciously talking right now when I'm talking. Second is that happens inside our own mind. So whenever we are talking a lot, we use a lot of our energy. Now let's dive a little bit more deeper into it, okay? We have 5 senses, right? I mean, the basic ones that we talk about. Otherwise in yoga, they say that they have 11 senses, okay? I don't want to get deeper into that. But when we talk about these senses, one of these senses, of course, is to, hear, okay? And we definitely use we speak to hear, or we hear somebody, if somebody is speaking, right? So it's more of a sense, and it is more of an act that we are doing, okay? We're speaking. So whenever we are speaking, we're using a lot of energy, especially in this part of the body. Now, if you're not resting it, my dear friends, automatically your energy is going to get drained. A lot of times people come to me and they say that, Neha, you know what, I feel very drained, or my energy is very low. You need to see what exactly you did that drained that particular part of your body, and you feel that your entire body is drained. Your entire body is not completely drained. I mean, you're using this part of your body a lot. So what is happening is that somewhere down the line, this is connected with the coordination is with the entire body. So you feel that, oh, I cannot do anything else. But no, you just need to know what all you have done in the, let's say you feel a little bit drained. You need to see what all you have done in the last couple of hours which drained your energy, and you just have to do the opposite of that. So I'm in a business wherein I have to talk a lot, right? Either I'm recording courses, or I'm giving my webinars, masterclass, or I'm giving my private sessions. So there's a lot of talking involved. That's why in the last so many years, there's one thing that people have seen in me, that Neha, you look like that you're an extrovert, but you're such an introvert. And honestly, I am both. I know when to move out, I know when to go deep in. So you need to know that, is talking or internal talk, or even an external talk, draining a lot of your energy? If yes, even if it is a part of your business, you need to stay silent. So I keep doing my silence programs every few months, and on a regular basis, once in a week or once in a fortnight, I just go completely silent in the entire day. So I will just be locked up in a room. I will just meditate all day. I will just listen to something very powerful, listen to something which is very energetic, and I'll just keep myself completely centered, okay? So first thing is that you need to stay silent. This is one of the biggest. The silence is one of the biggest key to gaining energy. Automatically, you'll start to gain energy. Even if you're not meditating, you're just sitting silent, just looking at, looking at your view outside, and just start to be more silent, and automatically your energy will gain. So by doing nothing, you can gain the energy. That's the first thing. The second thing is that, let's say if you're somebody who is a lot, for example, if you're doing a lot of work from home, like I'm somebody who's been working from anywhere for so many years, right? So I keep a track that every afternoon I go for my afternoon walk. Because sometimes when, for example, you're sitting in the room and you're doing a lot of work, okay, and in today's world especially, what happens is that we cannot just sit and meditate. We kind of want to shift our energy. We kind of want to move. So physiology is one of the most important things. So what I do is, because I stay literally, you can see this beautiful place over here. So I stay in nature, and every afternoon, mostly every afternoon, I go for my afternoon walk. And when I go for my afternoon walk, I don't talk to anybody, of course. Not that I'm kind of, making people away. No, it's not that. But it's just that I just go and enjoy this wonderful nature. I kind of detach myself. I kind of unplug. Because one of the biggest energy drainer again over here, this is the second one, is that we are a lot attached with whatever we are doing. We have kids, we are attached to them. We have a family responsibility, we are attached to that. Why? Because when there is a responsibility, there comes the expectations as well. So the mind is kind of a lot engaged into it, right? And we don't want that to happen too much, otherwise it's going to give us anxiety, it's going to give us a lot of stress. So in the daytime, at least for half an hour, 45 minutes or maximum an hour, I go for my walk. And even if I go a little longer, then what I do is I do listen to some knowledge videos. And they are very powerful videos that I listen to, which I've been listening to for many, many years. Now there could be there could be a situation over here that I am feeling a little drained because there's so much of internal talk going on. Could happen, right? Happens with everybody. So when I go for my walk, sometimes I'll listen to music, sometimes I'll not listen to anything. So I know what I want to feel at that time. Is it because so much I've heard and I want to kind of keep silent and I just want to have silence around? Or I kind of have some kind of internal talk going on and that's draining my energy. So maybe I need to listen to something absolutely opposite. So along with that nature walk, either I listen to music or I listen to some kind of knowledge, okay, which I'm about to do just because I'm on my afternoon walk. Usually I don't like to do videos, but these days there's a lot of work going on. So I'll be doing these videos even in my afternoon walk, and I'm going to be keeping a balance of in these 2-3 hours, because the best part about my life is that I can just do whatever I want to wherever I am. I mean, most of the things I can do wherever I am. So I just go record a video, go record a Facebook ad, or any kind of an advertisement that I want to do. Only for my private sessions, wherever I need the internet, I just go back home. Rest, I try to, if I can, some days I'm just kind of tired being at home. I try to just go out and remain out for the whole day. Sometimes I'll just go for long walks, So this is just the second thing that I'm suggesting to you. Get out of your comfort zone, get out of your house, go take a walk in the park, in nature if you can. Like, I'm lucky, I'm very fortunate that I'm here, but maybe not everybody has that facility. So if you have it, make use of it. If you don't, just find it somehow. Just change the environment and just see what exactly is kind of draining your energy, and just go out and shift your energy, shift your mind. And when you come back home, you'll find yourself more and more energized, okay? Now the third thing is, which is very important, probably for that you would want to have a notebook with yourself. I want you to write in a notebook, what are your energy drainers? Now this is something that probably you would like to start with, okay? But if you can just do it towards the end as well, start to write down what are your energy drainers. Now see, understand, this is very important, okay? When you're writing down your energy drainers, it's not that something is draining your energy. You go and you work in the kitchen, let's say you're a housewife, and you're saying that, Neha, you know what, how can this drain my energy? And if it is draining my energy, so which means that maybe you need to do that work for 1 hour, but you're taking 2 hours. There's a lot of stress, a lot of discomfort while you're doing it. There's so many things that you're managing. So hear me out. You need to understand what is important for you and what is urgent for you, okay? So when you're doing that particular task, either you are, let's say, doing some family responsibility, or you're doing some professional work, some office work, or whatever it is, just see and understand that if I need to do this in 1 hour, am I taking 2 hours in this? And if I am, what is in between that's happening? Is it the internal talk? So for that, maybe you need to go out, like I suggested, for first and second point. Another thing is that, is it that too much of stress you're taking, or is it so much of expectations you have? You need to write down what are your energy drainers. I'll tell you something, most of the people are not successful in their life is because they don't know how to be efficient in their time. It's not about time management, it's about being efficient in your time. For example, if I can do something, let's suppose in 30 minutes, and I'm taking 1.5 hours, so which means I don't know how to manage that 1 hour. You understanding? These days I do sometimes 10 videos a day. But there was a time in my life, say around 4-5 years ago, when I started this business, I used to take a lot of time. I used to drain my energy in picking up a new studio and, you know, making myself so ready, blah, blah, blah. Just why? Because sometimes we want to do everything perfectly. We want to be perfectionist. And in being perfectionist, we lose out on a lot of energy. So this is something I'm very glad that lockdown happened and I started to make fast videos, quick videos, and most importantly, I'm always in nature. So, you know, I know how to kind of once again just get back that energy, because ultimately it is not about having high energy, or of course not low energy, but it's more about being centered wherever you are and being more present, right? So right now, after this video, I'm going to go to the waterfall. I don't know if you can hear the water from here or not, but I'm just going to go to the waterfall. I'm going to sit there. I'm just going to be in the present. I'm going to just observe the trees. I'm going to, you know, look at, like right now it is pretty foggy. Let me show it to you here. Nothing is visible, right? So it's very foggy, but then, you know, whatever I can see, whatever I can feel, I'm just going to be in the present. And if that's the skill, that's the art, if you can just learn and start to practice it more and more, trust me, even at 12 o'clock in the night, you're going to be feeling really energetic. But here's the thing, you know, while I close this video, I want to share this with you, that it's not about having a lot of energy. It's about using your time efficiently, because please understand that if you have a lot of energy, you'll become like a horse. You're going to keep running, and 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the night, you will not be able to sleep. And that will kind of imbalance your energy. So please make sure that your bedtime and your morning time, these are the two timings which are very important, because today what is happening in my life, it's not because how I started my day. It's also because how I slept last night, what time I slept, what did I do yesterday. So, you know, we say it's all karmic, right? So your past karmas are defining your today. So you need to see what you're going to do tomorrow. You need to keep your today more efficient, okay? And this is the last thing that I would say, start to be in the present. And sometimes you would do it with meditation, sometimes you will do it with breathing. I like to do it with being in nature, and of course other things as well. But in my afternoon walk, I just like to observe the water. I just like to feel the presence of these, you know, the universal energies that I have around me, and feel the presence of the divine, and little bit of gratitude, little bit of surrender I like to do in my afternoon walk. So start to do that and start to practice it. Just take one at a time, start to practice that, watch this video again and start to see how it changes your life. But in case you're somebody who wants a little bit of hand holding, so in that case I would like to suggest you that we're coming up with a very powerful program, a 10 days challenge, 10 days manifestation challenge, starting from the 1st of September till the 10th of September, 5 a.m. to 6:30 a.m. It's 90 minutes, and in this you will be experiencing massive energy by being absolutely centered. You will be raising your intuition as well, and there are many things. I'm going to put all the details in the description box. Do have a look, and if you can join us, that would be really great. Otherwise, I'm going to see you in, you know, sometime in my life, and in the meanwhile, just stay energetic and stay centered, because the more centered you are, the faster you're going to manifest that you really want. Thank you so much. Let me go for my afternoon walk, and I'm going to see you very soon in the next video. Bye-bye.